Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back Forex Traders Show. This is episode number 8. We're going to talk about the internal time frame conflict, one of our favorite subjects, and we're going to work with the Bitcoin, so it's going to be super interesting. Let's go right ahead and dive in. Alright traders, check this out. I think you're gonna love this one, guys. It's a very fascinating situation. It's a pretty rare situation we have on the Bitcoin. We felt that it's important for us to share with you the way we approach whenever we have this kind of situation. So here you go. First, let me talk about the definition of this situation. By definition, we call this particular situation, we call this the internal time frame based conflict, also known as the internal scale based conflict. So that in this situation we have two types. Well, actually we have two types of this situation. The first type is the single touch point, and the second type is the double touch point. We have the double touch point here, which means we have 2 points to look at, to examine from up close. First is this area. We're gonna consider this as one unit, as one level, all right? 6440 and 6576 from below, and the mighty 7088, which is a big key level from above. Now here's where the conflict lies. When we go to the weekly chart, guys, clearly price had been successful breaking out of that area, right? 6440 and 6576, as I've mentioned, we're considering these two key levels as one, right? One unit. Got broken. It's a very bullish indication, right? It's a very bullish indication. We're talking about weekly close here. It's a high authority, but there's even a higher authority than the weekly chart. That's the monthly chart. I want to show you what happened here, because that's really where, the complication sets in. Because here we can clearly see price broke the 7088, which is a huge key level. It's even a bigger one, right? And it's a bigger time frame, so the authority on the monthly chart is bigger than the weekly chart. So I'm trying to give you a hint here, right? If we have this kind of conflict, we usually go with the higher one. In this case, this is the monthly, which obviously breaks below 7088, the big breakdown. We talked about it, right? We talked about it a number of times. We said if price is going to be breaking below 7088 with a monthly close, that's very bearish. That's a very bearish sign. Now, not only that, it kind of reconfirmed that breakdown right now. It actually reconfirms that breakdown right now as we speak, because price started the month. The few days that we have in this month started on the upside, and boom, started to clash against that 78 from below. And you can see that it's starting to pull back, right? It's starting to spike that area, just to show you it's a big resistance level. So we got this internal conflict, right? From the weekly perspective, the lower time frame in this case, price seems to be bullish, but from the upper, right, from the monthly, from the higher time frame, it's bearish. What do we do? So we usually go with a higher time frame, unless of course we have to take under consideration that the month, right, April, is still in early stages. So here's one kind of a scenario which is quite popular that could be ending up at the end of the day. It could look like something like this. Price will push forward, right, for the next couple of weeks, let's say, right? It will give us a couple of weeks. It's going to be bullish. It could spike that 80.59, but at some point it's going to come back down, and right before the month of April, right, close out, price will be back in. We'll have a big move here, right? From the monthly perspective, all we'll see is a huge spike. There's a big spike over that 70.88, but price will remain below by the end of the month, right? That's going to be hugely bearish. But I'm just saying, this is one of those scenarios we tend to find a lot when we have this type of internal scale-based conflict. We see this type of moves because we have a lot of time till the end of the month, right? So price could actually push forward and then come back down just to close back below and respect Respect that formation, right? Respect that breakdown. All we'll have here is just a higher spike, but the price will remain below. All right, so we have to make sure. What I'm trying to say here, guys, you know we have a short position. In case we're going to be stopped out, just in case we're going to be stopped out unnecessarily, so to speak, and price will come back by the end of the month to close inside, right, and below 70.88, guess what? We'll jump back in with full force, and we'll try to take the same move we're trying to take right now, which is, you know, a short move to 55.03 and below, right? 55.03 and south all the way to 44.55. That's the area. All right, so there you go. That's pretty much the technical situation we're in right now. It's a very special one with the Bitcoin. Just because I already told you the higher time frame wins, that's why we're gonna keep our commitment to this particular bearish position we have right now. So it's gonna be really fascinating to come back and see, you know, how things have played out here. That's about that for this one. See you on the next. Take care. Cheers.